All right, let's see what's going on here. I guess we clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is the first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do here is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. But ultimately, what this is all saying is that I help you to become Christ-like. I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. That's pretty much what I do. Now, the way I do it, I help you to get there by being emotionally and mentally balanced. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I do. Now, when I'm talking about you attaining your highest level of consciousness, what that simply means, it's you attaining the Christ consciousness, or you becoming Christ-like, you becoming the Krishna, you becoming the Vishnu, whatever, the actual terminology is for anybody who has attained that level of consciousness. Because what you're truly seeing when you talk about Buddha, Buddha is at the highest level of enlightenment. Because that person had to go through trials and tribulations. Then you learn about their story. This is how he became the Buddha. I mean, if you know anything about it. Well, the same for your man Jesus, right? So Jesus become the Christ, or Jesus Christ, he became the Christ, you know, through his trials and tribulations. So he elevated to that level of consciousness. And that's your job, baby. That's why I'm here to help you with that. I'm here to guide you. And that's pretty much what I do. Now, how do we get there though? Well, you would have to become mentally and emotionally balanced for you to get there. Meaning you would have to understand how your emotions work, how to deal with them, how to cope with them, how to transmute them. And then, in addition to that, you would also have to be mentally balanced, meaning you would need to understand how your mind works. Then you would have to understand how were you trained to think. And the reason why you have to understand that, because obviously, when you become born again, meaning now you get to see things differently. You have to understand what was stopping you. That's why, as a light worker, you have to embrace both the science of ignorance and the science of the light. If not, you have to walk both paths, baby. I mean, for you to be Blade, you gotta become a day and a night walker. That's just the way it goes. In fact, you ever heard anybody that says how toxic they used to be? I mean, it's only when you no longer toxic, then that's when you can say this is how toxic I used to be. But the motherfucker who's toxic, you know what I'm saying, in the heat of the moment, or I mean, it's not you know what I'm saying. You're never gonna see yourself as being toxic. That's like someone who's stupid, right? Like who's delusional. That's what people say about me, but shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's because you are in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why most stupid people don't know that they're stupid. That's why we always tell people, when you feel like, I know for me, and that's why I always say, I could say to myself, I never was stupid, although I wasn't as fast as I may be right now. But I always knew I needed to get better. So just to have that desire alone, you got to know better. You have got to know better. Because motherfucker who's stupid don't look to be better. I'm just saying, just the same. So now, so what that pretty much entail, let's just say if you're saying you're being emotionally balanced, that entails you having a direct understanding and knowledge of what your emotions are and or with your emotions. Period. So most people sometimes think, it's not to raise your voice, it's not to act a certain way, like, oh, you lost yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how most, that has nothing to do with being emotionally balanced. That may have to do with you being fake, a deceiver, but that has nothing to do with you truly handling or managing your own emotions. And when you're in touch with your emotions and me being emotionally balanced, I may choose to walk away from some shit, or I may choose to, I'm still going to walk away. Because obviously, what I'm saying, it is what it is. But I may choose to respond. That's what I'm saying. My response is not going to be, what I'm saying, like it's not going to be a back and forth type of shit. But it would be more of just me letting you know, man, you're in the wrong neighborhood, man. And I'm gonna say it once, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You come again, you'll see what happens to you. That's all the way it is. That's all it is. But it's only fair you let a nigga know. That's all we do. Now, so that means it has to do with you understanding your emotional patterns, understanding your emotional messages or intelligence, or you becoming emotionally intelligent. That's what that means. So you would have to become emotionally intelligent for you to become emotionally balanced. And you also would have to be mentally intelligent. And then that's how you would attain your highest level of consciousness because now you have mastered those different aspects of you. Because if they don't come together, you're going to be one sided. And when you become one sided, meaning you're not whole, you're not going to see the whole picture. That's why for you to think critically, you got to be critical. So if you're not whole, you're not going to see the whole picture. And that's why beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You have to understand that. That's why, you know, you want to change your reality. Well, you got to change your life. There's no secret, guys. There's no magic pills, baby. It is what it is. That's what it is. So when you understand these things about you, that's why for me as a spiritual healer, and I will be talking about spirituality, when you understand how you function, your essence, that's what makes you a living mind. That's why for me, and I will talk about that shortly, is that when you don't know that you're a spirit, meaning you don't see yourself relating to spirituality, you just lost. You're a dumb fuck. Let's call it for what it is. A living corpse. Because the whole idea, even when people talk about spirituality, it's almost like, oh my God, like this sacred shit. Like it's over there, or sometimes you would look at a monk, a quiet motherfucker, like all that shit is good though. It's good as you cultivating your spiritual side, as you getting in touch. Yeah, jerk it off, do what it's beautiful. I don't want you to get it mis misconstrued here. Like I'm saying this is some bad shit. Not at all. But your lack of vision makes you think that that's only what it is. Whereas that is just a reflection of who you already is. So as you're getting to know, like I meditate. Do you see what I'm saying? I may not wear the monk clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't even have to, but if you're gonna be part of that, it's all good. But ultimately, these niggas ain't doing nothing greater than what the fuck I'm doing. Which is ultimately them doing who they are, getting into their fucking essence. And I will smoke through that, my monks. Namaste, niggas. No disrespect at all. But if you understand, you understand. If you don't, it is what it is. But what I'm saying here too is that it has nothing to do with that. Although we may have some part of it to do with it, depending on how your spirit chooses to express itself as you getting to know who you are. But ultimately, we're talking about your essence here. So that's why for you, when we talk about Christ and all of that shit, it's nothing outside of you. In fact, It's everything that you are. And in fact, we'll be talking about, I'll be showing you how spirituality is your life. I mean, do you think it's a mistake? Like the people who colonize you, they give you Jesus, nigga. They give you their version of Jesus. You don't see yourself in Jesus. You see Jesus outside of you, which is different. I mean, they copy it from us, which is when you go to fucking Egypt, we are the blueprint. But the idea of mythology wasn't for you to praise that one thing, was for you to see that in you. And that's why God is always greater than you, because in God, you see a deeper side of you. That might be too much for some of you. Take it back. I take it back. But that was for the great listeners. You know what I'm saying? So I just so you know, if this is your first time, every now and then I will come out, and say some foul shit. It's just part of the game, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there yet, it's not for you. But some people may feel like, how dare you, what I'm saying, to project. All I gotta say to that is, listen, you were created as is fucking image. Like if without you, there's no God. That's why, let's just say, if I'm a Buddhist, I talk about Buddha. You into Jesus? You saying fuck Buddha, nigga? I mean, you may not say it verbally, meaning Buddha ain't got shit on you. In fact, you may choose. In fact, if you shit, you do your best to change my ways of looking at Buddha to come to Jesus. But guess what? But that's what you were also told. That's why when your thoughts is powerful. If you think money's everything, you do everything for it, baby. Do you see how that shit goes? And this is part of the conversation that I'm going to be talking about too. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. I'm doing too much tonight. Well, just so you know, if this is your first time, I tend to do a whole lot. Nigga, ain't nothing simple with me, nigga. It is what it is. But hey, check this out though. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me. Nigga, just bear with me for a second, right? Hmm. But anyway, let's go back to the whole, what I'm saying, how important it is and why is it important, when we talk about being emotionally balanced and mentally balanced, right? So you have to become emotionally intelligent and obviously mentally balanced because they have, I mean, the minute you choose to be one-sided, well, that's what you're gonna be. I mean, that's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Because you think one-sided, well, you're gonna be one-sided. Listen, man, your thinking is a direct reflection. Again, you are that living mind. Excuse me. You are that living mind. So, again, it's on you. You are the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your level of frequency, you tell me if it's beautiful or not. And that's what it meant to live in this world, which is a world of illusion, the world of Maya, how the Indian call it Maya, which is illusion, meaning what you're looking at, it's not what it appears to be. For instance, when you look at someone else, yes, you see a physical body. Yeah, they fat. Some of them are slim. You got a good body. Some of them are beautiful. You may call some of them ugly. But ultimately, when you get to know somebody, that's who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done seen beautiful bitches from the outside, and then you open your mouth, bitch. Like I know for me, that's why I mean, it's good to see you beautiful, but it means nothing to me. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'll look though. Mm, you see that ass, girl? Ow. Cow. Hey. But that's it, baby. That's it. Yep. No, 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 no. You don't need my number. But you look fine though. You know what I'm saying? Or if I didn't get to see, I got to see the black out, and then I talk to you. Mm. Listen. Yeah. That's when we go ghost, nigga. Oh shit, we ghosting like a motherfucker. In fact, I live in the shadow. A lot of people, some people didn't know that though. But anyway, Scotty, those are the Scotties. I call them Scotties. They didn't know. But anyway, so ultimately, even to get to know someone or to know who somebody is to know their character. That's how you were, or a lot of us are being deceived. Or when you say you would never know somebody, eventually, I mean, what you're implying is that shit. Yeah, I know you see what this motherfucker look like, but shit, good luck if you're gonna go with motherfuckers look. So here we are living in a world where you can't see shit with your eyes because the true vision is your inner vision, and now you got the nerve to say you're not spiritual. You don't know what the fuck is spirituality. Yeah, that's ignorant. That's what ignorant is. And here you are seeing all those proofs. Even in our languages, we say it all the time. You don't want to change your life. Man, change your thoughts. Like they even have commercials. Like everybody's talking about that shit. Napoleon Hill. Now this white boy wrote a book telling you to think and grow rich. Again, all comes down to how you're thinking. Technically, in this book, what this nigga did was, and learning about how okay, you got a lot of money, but why do you think that way? Winners only win because they think like winners. You only lose because you're thinking like losers. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, does that mean winners do not take loss? All the time. But their outlook, their positive outlook on it, and they always spin it around. How do you lose when you learn? In fact, when you win, you don't have much to learn. But when you lose, though, oh, you learn a whole lot. If you didn't release yourself as you were supposed to, if you didn't do your best, you didn't train hard enough. Oh, you there's a lot of lesson in it. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So these are only things that only tells you to go again. I mean, how do you stop trying when you if you're learning? You see what I'm saying? And in a nutshell, that's why we have to learn how to deal with our emotions. That's how you transmute your early pain into something that will benefit that would be beneficial to you. What are you doing? But anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. It's just the heat of the moment. I got heated as I was in the heat of the moment. Yeah, but to summarize real quick, going back to how do we get there, being emotionally balanced, meaning you becoming emotionally intelligent, meaning you understand your emotions, you understand your emotional pattern, but most importantly, when you're talking to other people, you don't just look at them from a logical perspective, but you understand, hey, you could be logical, but people also have feelings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And most of us, we're gonna learn through our feelings. Not to say all of us, because your true transformation is gonna be through your feelings. It's always gonna be somebody that says, "I had enough." That's a feeling, nigga. Or that transformation, whatever the fuck you're going through. You know what I'm saying? That shit you had to learn, but yet there's an emotional things that attached to it. So when you're not emotionally balanced, or you're not emotionally intelligent, you're not gonna have the brightest idea. You're not gonna see things from both sides. In fact, and I always talk about that too. The whole Jesus, when Jesus told these niggas, well, whichever one of you is without sin, well, you throw the first. That's in some emotional shit. He tapped into their emotions. Like, nigga, you blaming somebody that you worse than. How do you do that? Like, nigga, like, but that's they had to, that's some emotional intelligence shit. That's because you don't see yourself. You keep being fucking logical, logical, logical. But yet, what about you? In Haiti, we have the song. Oh, my Haitian motherfuckers. We have the song, you know what I'm saying? Al Pop de la Calle. This song is about a girl, T. Jocelyn, which is her name, Jocelyn, little Jocelyn. Little Jocelyn always talk about other people. You know, how such and such houses is not clean. I can't believe they doing this, they're doing that. Meanwhile, little Jocelyn house. I mean, it's just crazy. What you doing, Jocelyn? Why you throw rocks at somebody else's fucking house? You know what I'm saying? Like you saying my shit is a hot. You don't even have a house. You see what I'm saying? Some niggas don't even have a place to stay. Yeah, you don't even have a place to stay. You worry about me. How am I lower than you? That shit is crazy. But again, the idea here, being emotionally intelligent also allows you to reflect on you. So you not being emotionally intelligent, not being emotionally balanced, you're not gonna have the greatest state of understanding. That's not gonna happen. Now, in addition to that, when we talking about, being mentally balanced, what's the same baseline understanding here, right? You need to understand how your minds work. You need to understand how were you being trained to think, obviously, because if you waking up again, to wake up means it's like it's like what I'm truly telling you, it's like you gotta know how toxic you used to be, right? Because like I always tell people, if you can tell me how much you changed, nigga, you have not changed. Because I do not know anybody who have truly changed but cannot say exactly how they changed. And you'll see most of these people are a little more vulnerable or they're a little more open about their mistakes. Because when you start taking accountability, when you're being vulnerable, what that does to you, it gives you that inner strength. It allows you. And so now that's why I can openly talk about my mistakes because I believe in myself. I mean, shit, nigga. I mean, do you know anybody who doesn't have any mistakes or have not made any mistakes? So why the fuck would I be scared of me telling my own fucking mistakes? Because of who? Because of you? The fuck out. And here and I know it's like if I were to be afraid of being myself in front of you when you're not being yourself because you're a little bitch, it doesn't make sense. Then that would make me a bitch. That now you being a bitch, that's how you feel in front of me, as you should, but not me towards you. You see what I'm saying? Why would I, what I'm saying, not be myself? I mean, I would have to be afraid of you for me not to be myself around you. Or I would want you to look at me a certain way, but I don't give a fuck about you. But at the same time, I really love you and give a whole lot of fuck about you too. I know it's a little bit confusing, but just bear with me. But I'm saying all of that to say anybody who have found who they are for the most part, you're not gonna be like the way I said fuck everybody or fuck you, not necessarily in the sense of trying to put you down or you don't matter or none of that. I mean, to a certain level, you don't matter, but it's not to put you down. It's an act of me knowing who I am, which in fact has nothing to do with even trying to put you down. To be honest, to truly, fully be honest here. That's why for me, when I have niggas hating me on me because of who I am, nigga, you hurting yourself because I'm still gonna be me. Don't want to be anything else. Isn't that why you want to be me? And you can't be me better than me because it's only me. Anyway, let me stop. I just got to sprinkle a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? A couple of fake accounts. I got to make sure my fake accounts get what they came here to get. And then for you guys, if this is your first time and you coming back, you already know. And anybody who came back too, all my haters, all of them, welcome back, bitches, bitches. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get down to what's taking place here, right? Hmm. So being and mentally balanced now, it's the same baseline understanding, meaning you have to understand how your mind works, how you understand how you were trained to think, but most importantly, but also being aware of the society that we're living in, their interaction with you. Because for you to be conscious, to be aware, that's what it means. You understand the collective consciousness. You understand you outside. Like some niggas didn't know I was outside. I've been outside, nigga. But what you call outside is illegal shit. So our definition of outside is different. But I've been outside. You know what I'm saying? So what niggas are calling you, know what I'm saying? You gotta be outside. Okay, so where do you think the government is? Where do you think the FBI is? We're outside, nigga. Right now. Look outside, nigga. Wait. All I'm saying is everybody's outside. The lawyer's outside. You know, the White House is outside. Like, is it inside somewhere? You know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know what I'm saying? Our definition of outside is just a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But you call it the street, even when people are talking about the streets. Nigga, everybody's on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? But now if you're doing illegal shit, now that's what you call the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to hit the streets when I was going to college, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if you referring to the streets about living with other people or life as being practical, well, shit, nigga. Shit. Welcome to my world. What side do I have a bet on? Is it this one or that one? So what are you saying? Now, of course, I get it. You're implying illegal shit. If that's the case, I'm not outside. But I'm outside, niggas. But anyway, you have to understand these things. Now, a lot of people, especially religion, when it comes to, being emotionally balanced, they tell you, this is the part you have to suppress. You suppress that, meaning not acknowledging your emotions. And you always, if you hear the saying, the flesh is weak, it kind of come out of that. Why is it weak? Because the flesh tends to do things by itself. For instance, if you're a man, and I always use that fucking example, I was 13 when I was in class. Shit, I had this one teacher. I mean, every nigga, you probably have experienced that. But if you're not, if you got older, I mean, that was the. I'm using this example to let you know at a very early age, like, dang, you have two heads, nigga. If you were not aware of it, Well, at some point, your dick's gonna be hard, and you're like, "What the fuck? What's happening here?" I mean, I know what I see, but bro, can you slow down? And sometimes a lot of us act based on that. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, you know, if you're the type now because you're not looking at things from a whole perspective. Now you have to suppress emotions. Now you're saying, or the emotions, desires, and the flesh. I mean, they all kind of go hand in hand, especially when you're talking about religion. So they're saying, you have to master that part, and that's what's, what I'm saying. That's how you're gonna see God. If that's what you're thinking, motherfucker, you shit, you bullshitting. It sounds good, but in reality, it doesn't work. That's why you see a lot of people, a lot of these motherfuckers, there's no self control. And that's why you keep seeing and those pastors fucking little boys and those, what I'm saying, because it doesn't work. You're not going to attain your highest level of consciousness by suppressing your emotions or your desires. It doesn't work. I mean, sure, you have some bad desires, but the bottom line is that's when you have to vibe or to enhance your frequency. That's what discernment is. Well, it's not increasing your frequency, but when we're talking about discerning shit, it's to have a certain amount of understanding. You could tell wrong from right, nigga. Just because your dick get hard doesn't mean you gotta rape somebody, or just because a bitch is walking it's naked doesn't mean you gotta rape her, dog. You see? And then after you have a lack of fucking a control over you, then you go like, "Hey, this bitch was walking naked, dog." Like, yeah, so what, bitch? Yo, hold on. What up, nigga? That's not what. Okay, all right, no problem. I'll see you shortly then, because that's not what we talked about. But anyway, yeah, but also before you, all right, I'll see you shortly. No, no, I'll just tell you in front of you. Listen, listen. I'm just gonna. I'm saving it all up for you. How about that? So that way, so just know I'm gonna have a mouthful for you. All right. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later. All right. Bye. Yo, check this out, right? So as I was saying, we're doing our father's work. You heard? So now niggas. What the fuck was I talking about? Being mentally balanced, right? Was that what I was talking about? Yeah, so technically, what I was saying is referring to your emotions. When you neglect them, you reject them. In fact, that's the foundation for toxicity. A lot of people who are toxic, or what you call toxic, is because their emotions were not acknowledged correctly. And as a result, the lack of uh, um, emotionally or of emotional understanding now makes them or they become closed off. So when you're saying, okay, to suppress your desires, your emotion is to be closed off, nigga. And when your nature is not meant to be that way. That's why our fucking that's why you will notice you become closed off in life, but as a baby you never was. A lot of us will become closed off through the first disappointment. You got raped by somebody, and then at that point, whatever the fuck your situation is, not to minimize, not to how can I say this, not acknowledging it, but I'm just saying. So not being emotionally balanced. I mean, especially when it comes to actually religion. Okay, this is where I was going with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see a lot of these motherfuckers are fucking little boys because they're not acknowledging. Hey, if you know you gay, man, you just gay. That's it. You ain't gotta fuck no little boys and trying to hide that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you didn't acknowledge that, now you're creating chaos. You know what I'm saying? And this is also pertaining to the self image, but you're not balanced. But most importantly, even if you choose to do that too, at this point, you become very rigid. You're not taking other people's feeling under consideration. You see, when you add a little bit of emotion before you smack somebody, hey, listen, man, this is a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be logical, I mean, I hope you logical enough to understand the difference between kids. But this is where in your emotions plays a big part because your emotions help you to expand your consciousness. That's what having compassion is. That's why for me, I have I can forgive you. But that doesn't mean shit. Like it just means that I understand what you do, but that doesn't mean you're not gonna pay for what you do. I mean, shit. That has nothing to do with me. We all have to do. We all gotta rip our fucking. Yo, we all gonna rip what we sow. There's no way outside of that, man. It goes the same thing for me. I mean, what I planted, that's why, you know what I'm saying, I knew what kind of seed I was planting. You're always gonna get the results of what you do, nigga. Now, if you don't like the result, look at yourself in the mirror. You may choose to. Hey, you can blame it on no ass shit. Blame it on me. Nigga, I'm at last. I carry the whole world, nigga. So go ahead and blame it on me. Who gives a fuck? I know I don't. All right, so then let's say you're blaming me. What else? Because what you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? If you out there right now, you just killed somebody. How am I gonna go to jail for what you did? Okay, if you inhale poison, right? If you take in poison, how is that gonna kill me? I'm gonna watch you die though. But that shit got nothing to do with me, man. And I'm not gonna carry nobody else's cross, nigga. Only mine. Anyway, going back to the conversation at hand, just so you got now going back to the whole, you know what I'm saying, when we're talking about being mentally balanced, I mean, there's a whole lot going on here. There's a whole lot, but most importantly, what you need to understand, it's how you reflecting how everything that has, how things has an impact on how you think. It's pretty much understanding the impact of how you're being trained to think and understanding that's why your culture plays a lot as you stepping into your spiritual path. That's why you have to learn if you're an American to be an American without being an American. What that means is this is where you were born. And then that's it. I was born in Haiti. Well, nigga, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I still have to put the work in. I still have to be a person. I still have to be whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know anybody who became anybody without putting the work in? That's why it doesn't matter if you're American or not, nigga. Anybody who put the work in, that's why you're gonna see. Look at your fucking celebrities. The multi fucking nationalities. Nigga, it's the nigga who put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Again, your true essence. That's why my man Wycliffe has this shit. But this nigga always say, "You play celebrity, you be RIP." Facts, man. That's why you gotta stay grounded. And also, that's what this is an illusion. It's all smoke around you. You got to see beyond the smoke. And in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I help you with because as you elevate to become to attain that highest level of consciousness, that's what you know what I'm saying? That's what that's who you become. That's the state of mind. It's you seeing beyond the veil, pretty much. But anyway, that was a long way of saying this. Already 40 minutes in. God damn it, nigga. Yeah, we always working that way. But anyway, if you coming back, I already salute you. You already know. Smoke your shit. Let's talk your shit. No. It's always a holy communion, guys. I love you guys. So you see it in the title, man. This is from lips to ear. The truth is within you. Now, real quick, let's talk about spirituality real quick. And if this is your first time or you coming back, it's part of my routine, guys. Spirituality is who the fuck you are. We're gonna live it there. And as I talk about the conversation, I'm gonna break it down. And it's all in the mix. It's all in the mix, nigga. It's all in the mix. So let's go. The truth is actually within you. Spirituality is who you are. And let's go. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Shit popping up on my screen and shit. Now, for you to understand that, you got to understand your essence. And this is where spirituality goes hand in hand. And this is where, as a spiritual healer, spirituality is the foundation of everything that I talk about. Because let's just say if I'm talking to you, that's why you need to understand what I'm saying, right? And you understanding what I'm saying, pretty much it's you seeing what I see. Now, me talking to you is somehow revealing what I see. Now you got to pick it up. That's why when we talk about the truth is always something that you have to wake up to. It's that aha moment, regardless of how smart fucking Albert Einstein is, until you realize his work. Because him being smart means nothing if you don't understand his work. Well, unless you repeating after other people. But otherwise, like, so what, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Can he fuck good? Does he have a big dick? Well, shit, this nigga ain't got nothing on me then. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for Albert Einstein, I got all of those. So you know what I'm saying? So Albert Einstein, nigga, you don't mean shit to me. But this nigga's also everything too. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I mean, I'm saying that to say, like, he tells you what the fuck. This nigga says a whole lot of shit, but a lot of his shit, it's like it's straight up what we use in the occult. Now, this is the part that I didn't mention about spirituality. Now, I said what we mentioned in the occult. The occult now, it's the understanding of who you are. And who you are, obviously, is deeper than what you see. So the occult now is dealing with the hidden side of you. That's why that esoteric meaning or understanding, it's always, it goes beyond what you see. It goes beyond the surface. So your true essence is beyond the surface. And for you, and some of the basic shit that the occult will tell you to help you to understand that you are more than the surface or you just more than what you look like, they would tell you shit like you got a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. What this shit is really telling you is that there is more to you than what you appear to be. Again, if you're going back to Maya, you're going back to the fucking illusion, you're going back to your essence, you're a living mind, you are spirit. Spirituality, that's your name, nigga. This is who you are. A spirit, a living mind, even if you recognize it or not. Now, that's why the monks now, they say namaste to your ass to let you know that I acknowledge, I see the God in you, even when you don't see it, nigga. And because I see the God in you when you don't see it, I have compassion for you. And that's what Jesus was saying, love your enemy. Same shit. Same difference. Love your enemy. That message is, again, it's not just love, but this is the understanding. It's a holy perspective that he's trying to give you. It's to be emotionally intelligent as you being mentally intelligent, nigga. So you're intelligent, mentally intelligent. Now you understand this motherfucker stupid. Then you have a little bit of emotion to understand why this motherfucker is stupid. Then you forgive the nigga. That's why I personally have compassion for my niggas, not because I'm such a well, I am the shit. But do you see what I'm trying to say? It's kind of hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I am the shit. Listen, it is what it is. It's something I have to deal with. I know. To those, if this is cocky to you, hey, you gotta take that, take that, take it. This is where I can help you with that. But best believe this is coming out of love from the most humble place ever. You know what I'm saying? To even have compassion for somebody. I mean, how can we put ourselves above anybody? You know what I'm saying? But there are those now who are competing with you. Then now when you put yourself in front of me, now I could tell you you don't fit here. You know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself. I'm just minding my business. And then what the fuck? Oh, so now you're putting yourself. Ah, listen, and I'm always gonna be a best version of me. So if you're putting yourself in front of me, thinking you're gonna be a better me, and nigga, listen, I get better by the second. Oh, what was that? I just got better. It's hard for you, hey man. You do what you like. Hey, it is what it is. So just to wrap it up real quick, dealing with the occult, what you're dealing with is the understanding of the non-physical aspect of you, and that those non-physical aspect of you, that's what really rule the physical aspect of you. That's why if subconsciously you're not aware of something, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're not aware of, it's wearing down on you. That's why when you don't heal your wounded child or your toxicity, you know what I'm saying, if you're not aware of your toxicity, well, your toxicity is guiding you. There's no way outside of that. It is what it is. And there's another way we also call these things that emotional that is the shadow self. That's what you're dealing with. This is who you are. So to talk about spirituality, it's your essence. Because every single one of us, whether you admit it or not, another way of saying that, whether you're conscious or not, you know what I'm saying, you are that. And that's why, regardless of who you are, no matter what country you come from, you want to change your life, change your thinking. How do you want it? So when you don't know your essence, so now if we're going back to, what I'm saying, like you knowing the truth is within you, how would you know that if you don't know your essence? You will never know that. So going back to me talking about this conversation thing, right? You having a conversation with somebody, or I mean, have you ever read a book? I mean, it's the grammar is there. You know how to read. You understand what a verb and noun is. But yet, why do you think you have teachers as you go into different grades? Is it because you don't know how to read or write? Why should you need a teacher if you know how to read or write? Because it's not truly when you have whatever class you have, you're not fucking learning how to read or write. Right, or read or write is the requirement that would help you to understand what you're gonna understand. Once you understand it, now you're using the you reading and writing. Let me say that one more time, motherfuckers. That's why you can't approach spirituality academically. You cannot. And trust me. This you're getting this from a man here who knows about books. Trust me, I do. And that's why I would understand some people would tell you the more I know, the more stupid I am. But trust me, what they're referring to, they're not as stupid as you think you talking about them, or as you may be. You know what I'm saying? Far from it. Far from it. Far from it. So again, I'm saying that to say, going back to knowing who you are, the truth is with you, is within you, and but for you to understand that though, let's yeah, let's go down the rabbit hole, right? Yes, then you would have to understand who you are, the truth of who you are, and the truth is everything you learn, you got to see it for yourself. That's why us spiritual teachers or healers, all we're doing is holding that mirror for you to see yourself. Do you see you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, that's why I can't take credit for like, cause I remember there was this young lady. I mean, she really appreciated me, and I do appreciate you too, baby. But I can't take credit for it. It's not because I'm not shit, Nick. I'm conceited, bitch. Although there you go. You would say you would say that's not it's not true because you again see this is the thing. Knowing you has nothing to do with you being cocky. In fact, the more you know who the fuck you are, the less you won't even be cocky at all. Do you get it? It's always the motherfucker who don't know much who's gonna be the loudest. Yes. And they are the loudest because they don't know who they are. Come on now. So again, I'm trying to help you to see it for what it is, baby. And that's what makes this a world of illusion too. And that's why you got to go beyond the veil. But most importantly, this is also showing you your true essence. Even for us to get to know somebody, even for us to change our lives, you got to go beyond who you are. I mean, what you appear to be. And this is the plane. And in this plane, that's why they call it the 3D, because you got to look at yourself from three different dimensions, which is your physical dimension, the men. Come on now. And the whole idea of mind, body, and soul, they have to become in alignment, meaning you got to see yourself through all of that. You got to still see yourself through your body. Because at this point, when you do, then you understand your body is an extension of your consciousness. And that's why you'll see anybody who ever lost weight, they tell you, man, listen, if you truly want to talk about losing weight, it's changing your perspective, to be honest. Even though you think it has something to do with your eating, there you go. You get it? That's why diet doesn't work. Because when you go back and forth, You going back and let's just say you eating the right shit, and then or you did a diet for a little bit of time, and then you see again, this is all spiritual. When you start looking at yourself from a living mind perspective, that's the body doesn't matter anymore. And that's why you'll see some of the body like builders or anybody who lost weight, whoever the fuck, it's the same shit. I mean, the biggest thing was just you. You were in the way of you. Meaning, if you are an emotional eater, or if you are, I mean, for the most part, is it that that's what the issue is going to be. Trust me, I've been there too. Don't worry, you're not alone. But I'm saying all of that to say again, your essence, the truth is within you. And no matter how much I say this, until you realize it. So when you see anybody, like including myself, stepping into YouTube or being behind the camera and telling you some shit, it's because we had realized it. No, not everybody. Some people are lying too. But we're not talking about those. But in a nutshell, what I'm truly saying is we had to discover the truth for myself. That's why you'll see whoever is giving you whatever fucking testimony that they're giving you is gonna come down to, what they had to realize for them. And anybody who did that, you know what they're gonna tell you? I did it. You can do it too. But when you're dealing with haters, those they see, real quick, I just gotta put my haters on. I'm gonna mention you too, baby. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a hater, when you don't have something, you don't want somebody else to have it because they have not dealt with the self. So that's why, later haters would always tell you you don't deserve something. Well, how do you know somebody deserve anything? How do you truly know how anybody deserve anything? Because you don't have it? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Is it because you don't have it? Come on now. It doesn't make sense. Well, obviously, it's not about being logic neither. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense in terms of because you're not facing yourself. And that's what you're also going to see. You're always going to see that. So, dealing with your haters, what you're calling, that's why they have to sabotage yourself because they don't have it. Who gives you the right to have it? But if they have it, you can have it. How's that? And you on the flip side of that, you have it, and then you telling somebody else who do not have it, you can have it. You see the difference? Oh, I love it. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's good to have your haters too, because I mean, for them, for you to reflect yourself through them, and that's why they don't like me neither too, because now I'm showing them who they are. Oh, I'm definitely on them. I'm on them. Oh, we know I'm not Scotty over here. You Scotty, motherfucker. You didn't know. I knew. Shit. My name is Scotty, nigga. You Scotty, bitch. Anyway, hey, you see, this is what I meant. If this is your first time, please bear with me. I do a whole lot. I do. Hey, ain't no shame in my game, nigga. Shit. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna be live, I'm gonna be live, nigga. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, hey. What the fuck are you talking about? So little Jocelyn we were talking about, that was another hater. These other they don't even worry about what's going on into their house. They're not cleaning up their house. That they're looking at somebody else's house. And if you're cleaning up your house, you ain't got time to look at the neighbors. You don't have time to keep up with the Joneses, baby, because now you balling in a whole different game. You're taking care of home. Seek the kingdom of God, man. But anyway, now going back for you to understand the truth is within you. But most importantly, for you to understand that is that you got to wake up to the truth. Meaning the truth. I mean, okay, and I had broken that down already. But that's why when we talk about, let's just say, what I'm saying, the Christians talk about, what I'm saying, Jesus already died for you. All you got to do is say yes. The yes part, what that means is you have to accept it. You have to wake up to reality. You have to wake up to the truth. The truth is already around you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all doing when you become a little more conscious. You start to realize what was already there, but you're the one realizing it. You having that aha moment now. That's why the truth. Oh, well, you got to wake up to it. Oh, I mean that's my way of saying it. I know it's ghetto, it's Haitian, nigga. I got a nigga way of saying nigga shit. You gotta wake up to it, baby. Like, huh? You wake up to it. You see it now. You gotta see it for you. So when you see a lot of these motherfuckers, dieters or whoever the fuck, then they come to tell you, "Yo, man, I used to eat emotion. I mean, I was used to be an emotional eater and all that shit." These niggas had to wake up to it. So as they're waking up to it, now they have a better handle on who they are. That's what you do when you're dealing with the occult. That's what you do when you have your statues. That's what you do when you calling on whoever the fuck you calling on. You making it present. That's why I get your fucking nigga. Listen, man. The Egyptians, they knew what they were doing. Trust me, they do. That's why this niggas has the Sphinx. The Sphinx enough. I mean, itself it says a whole lot in itself, showing you your animal side and that human side, which is also that divinity side, the human God. It's showing that unification in you, that wholeness in you. That's why this knowledge is out of it's ma'at. It's balance. It's the yin and the yin. How do you want it? So only when you wake up to it, then you realize the truth was always around. It was you that was not ready for it. And that's where when you read the Kabbalion, you know what I'm saying, they tell you when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher was always around, baby. We're waiting on him. That's why you'll see, some of the people who would be gravitating towards this channel. I mean, besides my fake accounts, niggas. I mean, if you're truly in here, listen, you doing something good. Oh, this is for the great listeners. I do this for you. Oh, I'm taking you back home, baby. Safely. But you're gonna have to walk the path your way, though. I mean, you're gonna have to go through that. I mean, there's no other way. But the only way on the other side is through it. Ain't no shortcut, baby. Again, that's why I mean, here I am again for a couple of people. I'm always here giving them some bad news, but I'm also the good news too. Hey, I give it equally. If you came for the bullshit, you're not gonna get it. If you come to see how good I'm doing, well, you tell me. But if you're not for that, oh, I'm hurting your feelings, baby. Why do you keep watching me? I think you're gonna get mad. Oh my god, this is funny to me. I'm like, wow, that's amazing to me. You amaze me. You do. You. You amaze me. You are amazing. I mean, not my type of amazing, but amazing. It's like unbelievable. Dang it. If I was telling your story to somebody, they'd probably think I actually make that shit up. Because this is gonna be part of a movie too. Because this is gonna come out in the movie. Well, you're already watching the movie, but it's gonna be also in the movie, right? So I mean, if I like, this is when you tell me, nigga, if I tell you, you wouldn't believe me. And this is where I'm gonna tell you, nigga, try me. So I guess I'm saying this is gonna be a true movie, a true story. But again, oh, I'm wilding. So going back to you, that's why the truth is within you. It's when you wake up to it, and you should. I mean, okay, let me use myself. I always used to hear, "Yo, you want to love you. If you truly love somebody, you gotta love yourself." I always see that. Shit. What the fuck does that shit mean? I was always and never thought today, nigga. You know how much I say that shit? I had to wake up to it. I had to see it for myself. Because of what I was going through at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not I think I was not selfish. And nigga, I needed to become selfish. Not truly selfish, but self-love. But anyway, I'm just being a whole lot. Please forgive me. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying here, um, you always think like, and most people would think because you think you're gonna give somebody something that you do not have. Or if you have it, you're not getting it. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's not gonna work. Sorry to say, it's never gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And you'll also see you sharing that part of you too. It's not truly because you. Yes, I understand the argument, but it's not because you truly love them anyway. I know for me, I used to give because I'm a giver. So I wasn't really giving you. I was just giving because I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying? So even that, I know I wasn't doing it right. But that's why now when I'm giving you, oh nigga, like, hey, listen, this is your boat. I know what you want. I got it for you. I know what you're looking for. And I got the perfect size for you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stop giving because we all givers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you the right size though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, how am I gonna give a baby? Like, if you're a baby, I can't give you a bottle of Moet. Can't do that. I know, even if I would want to give it to you, but you cannot drink a bottle of Moet. You a kid. I'm gonna give you a bottle of milk, baby. Chinese milk, whole milk, TD's milk, whatever the fuck milk, whichever best milk is. But it's gonna be your size. Do you see what I'm saying? So you get to realize, and vice versa too. Then you have other people like ultimately you got to learn how to love you for you to love somebody else. Because what you're doing by loving you is that you appreciating those qualities in you, and what and how does that help you? Because now you see yourself as being a divine being. You see these things. Because you see these things, now you can act like it. And that's why God is everything to you and is everything to me as well. The difference between you and I choose my God. And I'm being the best version of my motherfucking God, nigga. That's why I embrace all the gods. What the fuck? What? You want me to be one sided? You stupid. Nigga, I'm Mohammed, I'm Jesus, I'm Vishnu, I'm Voodoo, I'm all of it, nigga. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. But anyway, making a long story short, the truth is when we're gonna make a part two because I'm gonna have to hit the streets for a second. But you know what I'm saying? The truth is within you, from lips to ear, man. Because now we need to get to the part where we're gonna talk about the lips to ear. But first, you needed to realize that only when you're ready to understand certain things, that's only then you understand it. When you go to a different class, you go to a different grade, you're always gonna have a teacher. Not because you don't know how to read or write. I mean, if that was the case, I mean, why would you need a teacher? Because you already know how to read and write. But it's the understanding in reading, and writing. That's what we're talking about here. And that's why no matter, and as you when you go to college, you still have college teachers, do you not? But yet you have a deeper understanding. So now you're dealing with that because what they're doing in class is giving you that understanding, and then they give you the book to do your homework to have that understanding. Because ultimately that's what you need. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm not saying this to say fuck books neither, because obviously I am a reader. And that's how I go beyond books. And we'll talk about that in part two. I shan't. But before I go, always remember, nigga. It's no, I'm gonna let you go without, you know what I'm saying, you not remembering a couple things. If money's everything to you, if you see money as everything, you're gonna do everything for money. And always remember too, money's a great servant, but it's not a good master. You always gotta use money as a bitch, never as having money being your master. You do that, oh my God. I mean, shit. Check out the news. Check out the news. Hey, yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything when it comes to that. But most importantly, before I go, always remember for you to be you, nobody else could be around. I shan't.